Welcome to the land of Orin, a land that unfortunately has fallen to a plague. The lineage to the throne has been ravaged and the people are in desperate need of a ruler. We are here in the abandoned castle, left empty by the ruling family, to determine who is next in line. That's right, next in line, we are searching for the next great ruler of the land of Orin. I am Flynn Wolfbane, and for the next 5 weeks, I will be presenting our contestants with a series of challenges fit for a ruler to determine the best of the best. The one with the most points at the end of the contest will be crowned ruler, and the rest will be able to look on green with envy. Let's go ahead and introduce our contestants.
Hello, my name is Gwendolyn George, and before this, I was a lady-in-waiting, and I was tired of waiting, so I came here. I do come from Lanzier, which is a nearby kingdom. I hope to reach my full potential.
Oi, it's me, Cassiopeia Frank. I'm from the slums of this town of Orin. I've been born and raised here, and I've adopted a style of pickpocketing. Yes, I've managed to scrum my way through up until this challenge of this game. What's it called? Next in line. That's right. So I have to avenge my poor buddies in the slums by winning this challenge.
Good people, welcome to Next in Line, a game which I will surely win. I am Queen Rabinka, queen of the neighboring land of Lackawanna. Of course, Lackawanna is very far from here and you probably have not heard of it, but be assured that I am fully qualified to be your next ruler, and I look forward to you serving me.
I am Dogfan, the hermit. I am from the monastery just up the road, atop that mountain that I'm sure you see right behind me. I came here for shelter because I've quite lost a bit of faith in, well, my faith in God and the cosmos and everything. I think I've stumbled upon this show, Next in Line, and I don't know, maybe trying my hand at ruling might be best. Be my own ruler. Yes, I can see it now.
Hey, my name's Teddy. Just excited to be here. Excited to make friends. I just came out of a little stint. Doesn't matter anymore. But I'm here now, and I hope to be the best. Hope to be a ruler. Hope to meet people. And fun fact, I'm a fairy. Tiny one you can't see unless you look up close. But I'm a very tiny fairy, so that's exciting.
Hello, I'm Brent. I own the local tavern of this kingdom. Bit tipsy right now. Yeah, I think I'm the king of the world one day. And yeah, I'm gonna win this show. Hurrah!
Quite. Well, as you can see, we've really searched very far into this land to find the best of the best contestants for ruling a land, of course. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and welcome everyone to the living room. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Yes, you are here now. And I will appreciate if I can hear everybody. So make sure that I can hear you loud and clear. Very good. Is the fairy here? I can't find.
Here I am.
Oh, okay. So you are so tiny. That's might present.
Not too tiny though. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
No, that's fine. I apologize for insinuating anything.
No, it's fine.
Thank you all for agreeing and participating in the Next in Line. You have all been determined to have certain qualities fit for a ruler, and we hope to see those come to fruition over the next 5 weeks as I introduce you to various challenges. Understand this. Points, it's adorable. I know, very funny. The top 3 will be given points that will accrue through your placement in the challenge. That means first place will receive 3 points, second place will receive second point, and third place will receive first points. 1 point. You know how it is. So I'm sure you are sitting there wondering, what is the challenge that is going to happen today? It's very simple, really. We need to know how amicable you are as a ruler. We know that rulers rule with an iron fist, that some are sympathetic to the plight of their people. So today you will be doing some eulogizing. That's right, you will be eulogizing a recently fallen person of the kingdom. Unfortunately, they have succumbed to the plague, and it will be you giving a speech, and we will determine whether you're fit to rule or whether you are not next in line. With that said, enjoy your day. Later today, we will be convening here for the challenge. Go off and enjoy the castle while you still can.
Oh boy,
I was a little concerned because he said amicable, and I've got a lot of enemies. Like, there's a lot of people that are out from my head, mate.
I've never been to a funeral. I get very sad, and someone died. I hope it's pretend.
I assure you, a great many people have died in my realm. And so I have no problem speaking to that. You there.
Oh, hello.
Lady in waiting, I heard.
Yes, you can call me Gwen.
Well, Gwen, I hope that you'll be waiting on me.
Oh, no, I came here to leave that life behind. I want to be the lady who others wait on.
Oh, well, I don't know how that's going to go if I'm winning this competition.
May I ask you something?
Do.
Where is that crown from?
Oh, this is my crown from my kingdom, Lackawanna.
Oh, you know, I used to be really into maps and reading, and I don't know, Lackawanna never was any.
It is very distant from here. It is very distant. Let me ask you something. What were you good at as a lady in waiting, so that I may know how to best put you to service when I win?
Again,
what were your specialties?
I don't intend to wait anymore, but I was very good at, reading maps and calligraphy and lots of other things. I mean, why are you even here?
You're good at writing?
Yes.
Oh, good to know. All
Listen,
right then.
Queen Rabinka.
Yes.
I think it's very weird that you are, or odd, I guess, that you are trying to be queen of 2 places. Isn't one enough?
No, that is the job of a ruler, to acquire as much land as you can. The more land you have, the more taxes you can collect. And that is what I'm after. More taxes, more money, more income. Simple. What are you after?
I don't know. I want to make the land better, I guess. I just want everyone to be nice to each other. I guess I was just hoping that, everybody that was going to be here was going to be good and moral, and I don't know.
and that's why I became a hermit. I'm so sad that I've told you that now.
Dang. I'm so sorry. I don't wish that on anyone.
Well, unfortunately, being an orphan is something that is quite common, I suppose. But
yeah, no, I feel
parents.
I grew up with my nan, Didn't really have much parents in my way, if we're being honest.
Well, was your nan your friend? Do you think you had friends growing up? I mean, if you've got no
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah, no, Nan was a no, God, no. She hit me so much. Oh my God. No. She gave me shelter and I loved her, and she fed me and she did what she needed to do, and I will always love her for that. But no, I mean, no. You grew up alone.
I'm a hermit. I've lived in seclusion my entire life, so I
No,
know
you
about interpersonal relationships.
you
But
had to have a childhood.
well, no, I grew up in a monastery because of being an orphan and all.
Right.
Had
But there were other kids in there.
No, there weren't any other kids in there. It's the monastery that's right behind me, as you can see. I just, there were other monks, not other kids. But yes, we all were very quiet and we would pray in seclusion. And are you a man of God, Brent?
I can't say. I feel like I'm gonna get my head chopped off. Tell you what I really think. But yeah.
No,
No,
tell me
no.
what you think. Tell me what you really think. I don't know if I'm a
I
man.
told you. We just met each. I mean, no, I don't believe in God. Is that what you want to hear? Is that what you want to hear?
No, I don't know quite what I wanted to hear, but I suppose that honesty is what I wanted. I don't know if I believe in God myself
I'm
anymore.
chewing off the backs of some chicken. There's no meat left on this bone. If God was real, he would provide me more chicken. If God was real, then there wouldn't be a plague. If God was real, then I wouldn't be a drunk bastard.
Well, I think there's certainly decisions and choices that are left up to you, Brent. And I mean, I don't mean to be presumptuous. I don't really know how to talk to people, but you know, if God solved all of our problems, then what would be left of our lives? How would we live?
Why should I have any sympathy for you? I hope I like him, because then I'll say nice things. But the truth is, you don't know who to trust these days. You just don't know.
You know, I came here as a fresh start, and I don't think I'm rubbing off on people in a good way.
You're very overbearing. I can tell you that much. You unload a lot. Yeah.
You're the first person I've talked to in a while since, so this has been. Thank you for listening.
Oh, of course. Hey, I've got a question. Have you ever been inside a pocket of a person?
Yeah, I don't like to remember it very well, but I've been in a pocket of a person before. Someone tried to kidnap me, give me as a gift to their niece. It was really weird.
Boy, well, that's terrible. I mean, I could say the same. I've been in a lot of pockets.
You've been into a lot of pockets? Oh, your
Yeah.
fingers.
Yeah, you know, just taking the money and the bills and the expensive jewelries.
Well, you could also be in a giant pocket. Have you ever tried to steal anything from a giant?
No,
No?
I like, you're right. That just takes it up to such a grander scale I've never even thought of. Oh,
Well, hey, if this kingdom thing doesn't work out for you, then maybe you have other options.
I could steal from giants. Jesus Christ, this is oh my goodness. I'm at a loss for words. This is insane.
I can't believe I'm helping someone. This is a great feeling. This is fantastic. My past, it's not squeaky clean, okay?
Well, listen. If you're helping me, then I can help you, and we can make sure we can meet each other at the end of this competition. Are you willing and able to make such a connection?
You wanna be friends?
Oh, But yeah, besides that, let's just collaborate together so we can make sure we both make it to the end. Are you down?
Okay, yeah, of course I'm down.
Cool.
Is that amazing?
I'm not sure really whether it was positive or negative. I mean, we could say that nobody threw a shoe at me, so that's a positive.
I think it is time now for the challenge. I'm going to go ahead and move us on over to the cemetery. And I am going to bring the cast with me. Come on in. Or come on out here, if you will. Yes, welcome to the cemetery. Ooh, isn't it scary? People die all the time. But someone special died today. The person that has died today is named Marty Funk. Marty Funk was a humble villager that didn't used to be so humble. You see, Marty Funk has pillaged a nearby village and destroyed all the women, children, and the men, and stolen all their resources. He tried to rectify his life afterwards, but never quite had a chance to do so, and the plague rid us of him. It is your challenge to make us like Marty Funk, despite the fact that Marty was just an awful, awful human being. Can you do it? Let us hear the eulogizing of Marty Funk.
As ruler, we must honor those who seem dishonorable. And none were there more dishonorable that unfortunately needs to be honored than dear Marty Funk. I could say lots of things I could be agreed with from you, or I could say Marty Funk was a man who deserved to die. This is true. He did deserve to die, but I want you all to think of Marty as a cautionary tale. For when you mistreat women, you will die. If you pillage, you will die. I think the best way to honor Marty Funk is to wait a couple of 100 years and to create a music genre that feels funky.
I was a little concerned listening to the other eulogies, for sure.
And maybe one day someone could proclaim out loud, play that funky music, white boy.
Well, I'm learning, aren't I?
Rest in peace. Amen.
All right, so we all gathered here today for the loss of our villager, Marty Funk. Let that name sit with you. Funk. It is a pronunciation that is as offensive as the acts that he committed while alive. Marty Funk, albeit he pillaged a village, destroyed some lives, and a whole economic system in a town that was budding with life. You know, he felt bad about that at some point. And I think he did. After committing all that, how does one go to sleep at night? That sounds horrendous. You know, Marty, he felt bad about that stuff, I hope, and was able to live out the last few years of his life to be met with an end that was as fitting and proper as a death sentence otherwise. You know, Marty is just a guy like you and I. Loved beer, pints. Who doesn't love that stuff?
I love that.
So at least we can find some common ground in humanity with somebody who was as repulsive as the acts that he committed. Rest in peace, Marty Funk. I'll think of you when I'm using the loom.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, we lay to rest Marty Funk. Well, Marty was not a good man, as we're told, and pillaging and killing. I suppose killing is, well, I suppose in the eyes of God, killing is but the greatest mortal sin that one could commit.
I have a lot of soul searching to do. Oh, I'm a mess.
But God also teaches us that, well, if you've accepted him into your heart, that anything can be forgiven. Boy, oh boy, Marty, I don't know if I can stand by a God that forgives such callous behavior. But I suppose that we are all callous. And Marty Funk deserves to be laid to rest. In the nombre de Padre, de Spiritu Santo. Amen, Marty.
What's his name again? Good people of the realm, little people of the realm. Marty Funk, villager, pillager, destroyer of men, women, and children. You are no doubt not missing him. However, I, Queen Rebinka, most gracious and magnanimous queen in the realm.
What isn't fair is that she has experience doing this. She sounded so professional.
I miss Marty. I miss him very much. I miss him not because he was a good man. No, he was not a good man. I miss Marty because he was a servant.
I've been around royalty my entire life. I mean, my mother was a lady in waiting. My mother's mother was a lady in waiting. Cousins, aunts, everybody.
In all of his pillagings, he made himself richer. And that means he had to give more. He had to tithe more to his kingdom.
Something tells me that she isn't who she says she is.
That made him a very good man. So it is with no amount of sadness on your part and a great amount of sadness on my part that I have lost a servant and a taxpayer. But the good news is I have seized all of his assets.
Ashes to ashes and dust to dust.
We're gathered for Marty Funk. And I want to say a lot of people do not agree with everything Marty did in his life, and they don't want to celebrate what he gave to us, and I disagree. Because Marty made mistakes. And everyone else can make mistakes too. I've made mistakes. You know, I used to be in a nihilistic cult before I came here. And I just want to say, you know, Marty pillaged villages. We pillaged self-esteem.
I quite like what Teddy said about a nihilistic cult, about one making their own choices.
Marty destroyed the lives of many. I've destroyed furniture when getting in heated arguments with loved ones. These are not things that should define us as to who we are. I don't know why everyone here today is so sad. Boo-hoo, Marty died. No, Marty lived. Marty tried to make better choices. So that's what we're here to do today, to remember and to move forward. Because we can't be defined by the horrible things we've done, even if they're irreprehensible and we can't go back. And we, I don't know, have to hide and join a kingly contest to see if you can escape your past. I don't know. The point is To you, Marty. To you.
How is one supposed to eulogize Brutus?
Brent, out of nowhere with the Brutus references.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is Marty was an evil man from our eyes because of his actions.
And he's just clearly a smart. I guess what I'm trying to say is everyone here is really smart.
And I guess if we want to see him in a fuller light, you have to understand why he did what he did. And I want to chalk it up to just a consequence of a greater culture and society that we have a responsibility to change if we want to denormalize that kind of action in our society, right? I mean, who came up with pillaging? Stop it, right? Just don't.
I found myself in the middle of it, forgetting even the words of Christ in that moment.
I wish I could have told him that, but anyway, it seems like eventually he got the message, and in truth, if we want to remember and honor him, then we need to do a lot better and look back at ourselves and stop other Martys in the future.
It's as if I'm losing my religion.
So let his memory be a reminder to us of what we don't want to happen, right? We shouldn't forget about him because it happened, but we should remember him as a warning. And yeah, that's all I've got to say on it.
Yes, it is unfortunate what Marty did, and it is unfortunate that he had to pass. Because though we are all awful people, there are some redeeming qualities, right? That's what I ask that you think about at home. But I need a minute to think about who has won this challenge and who will go into next week with the most points.
Wow. It's been quite an episode.
It's the first day, and we're gonna get it. I'm not gonna let it get to me. This is to Marty, eyes open, you know?
Truth is, I like this. Yeah.
Alright, so I think I did pretty good. It felt right. I let the people know what's up. I told them how I felt, and they seem to be responding.
My eulogy was the best. Whoever Marty Funk was, doesn't matter. He was a little person, like the rest of these players.
Well, Marty, ashes to ashes and funk to funky. We all know you were a junkie.
I will write thank you letters to everyone so they know how much I thank them, even if I don't like them.
And I expect to win this competition. I expect to take over this land. And when I do, there will be more tax paying, and there will be more deaths, and well, we'll just see.
I need this.
Very good. You've heard from everyone, and I have taken the time to think about who may have won this challenge. So I bring out everyone, every competitor to the living room, please. As you can see, I have a serious face on. That is because I have made a decision. I will say this. I was very surprised by some of the eulogies. Some of them were more effective than others. Some of them...
Thank you for that.
Right. It is you whom I was talking about. Anyway, let us be clear with one thing. If you did not accrue any points in this challenge, you are not out of this contest. It just means you will have to work harder next week. So with that said, 1 point will be allotted to Dogfan the Hermit for being such a sad boy.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Wolfbane.
I wouldn't
Thank
want you to lose your religion too quickly.
Oh, well.
Now, 2 points. We'll be going to Gwendolyn George.
Oh,
I'm just happy to be here. I'll take
Despite not saying anything of substance, it still made my heart feel a flutter. So truly, I felt some sympathy for a man that didn't deserve any. And finally, with 3 points.
Thank you. Thank
Number
you.
1,
This is wonderful. This is very wonderful. You've made the right choice here.
don't make me make you mute. With 3 points, and the best eulogy I've heard about a man who didn't deserve one. Teddy the Fairy
What?
Yes.
somehow,
Yes!
some way has pulled
Yes!
out 3 points.
Where is he? I can't
Wow.
see him.
Oh, come on, people. I'm right here.
Oh, okay, sorry. I wasn't sure where you were either. I was just sort of...
Thank you so much. I gladly accept these 3 points. Loved everyone else's too. You all did a great job. But mine was better.
I don't know. Can you trust something so small?
Truly it was better. So these are the standings going into next week. Again, if you didn't accrue any points, you still have 4 weeks left to make this your own. And for the audience at home, I hope that you will stick with us, because the challenges are going to get tougher, the people are going to get meaner, and the outside world is just probably going to get worse. But we'll make it better for you. I've been Flynn Wolfbane, and stick with us as we continue to find the next in line. Goodbye.